Sometimes people say things in the emotion, and sometimes it might come out hurtful to somebody when it really wasn't meant to hurt that person, but it did. So that's why that you have to think wisely when you're feeling your emotion. It's okay to feel emotion, like when you're in love with somebody and you're making out and all kinds of nice things happening, and you say things, and that's nice because it's part of the emotion. Hint, hint, hint. But when it comes to things like anger, we have to be careful. It has to come out. The anger has to come out. But when it's something like anger, we've got to do it constructively. That means do something to work out the energy in a different way without using words, because words hurt. They hurt more than sticks and stones. In America, when we're little kids, we learn this expression, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but names will never hurt me. That's a lie. That is a lie. Names will hurt you for the rest of your life. If you're not emotionally developed, they will hurt you for the rest of your life. They will affect your decisions in life. And it could lead to a lot of chaos. It could lead to a lot of problems, a lot of trouble. So yes, names do hurt. When you're hit by sticks and stones, you heal. Yeah, you might have a little scar, but you'll heal. And you're okay. But when you're hurt with words, that stays in you for a damn long time. And you have to work it out. That's harder to heal than a cut and a bruise and a broken bone. Those things heal, but emotional scars are the worst, because sometimes they never heal. I heard a really nice story where this little boy was in an argument with another boy, and he called the other boy all kinds of bad names. I'm not going to say that on here. This is not a show about cussing, so I'm not going to say the words, but he called him all kinds of bad names, including racist names too. He said a lot of racist things to this other little boy. This other little boy was a boy of color, and the boy who was shouting these things was a different color, I will just say. So the father overheard this. The father of the shouting boy, he overheard this, and so he went and he said, "Son, come here. I want to show you something." So they went out behind the house, and he said, "There's a board there." And the father brought some hammer and nails. And there was about, maybe 40 nails there. And so the father said, "Okay, son, I want you to hammer those nails into the board." So the son thought, okay. So he started to hammer all the nails in. It took him a long time, but he got all 40 nails hammered into the board. So he said, "Son, look at this. When you say things to people to hurt them, this is what you're doing. Imagine all these nails that are hitting a person. Imagine every bad thing you said is one of these nails. And this board is that boy you just verbally abused. What do you think?" And so the boy started to cry. And he said, "I'm sorry." Okay, the father said, "Now I want you to pull those nails out." So then the boy started to pull the nails out as best as he could with the other part of the hammer. So after he got out the 40 nails, the father said to the son, he said, "Son, look at this piece of wood. What do you see?" I said, "Holes." And he said, "Yeah, there's 40 holes." Even when you say you're sorry, look at the damage. It's still there. Words hurt, he said. I want you to think about that. Now that's the other little boy. You see, when you're caught up in the emotion, you have to be careful. Because you're going to hurt somebody and you don't realize that it may have a very lasting impact on that other person. How is that wood supposed to fill up the holes? That boy just made it difficult for the other boy. That other boy is going to be affected for that. He's going to always remember his friend calling him a fucking Indian. That's hard to live down. That's hard to come back from. Now, the other boy might think all white kids are this way. So the racism was passed on to the other boy. We're connected to each other. So when we say things out of emotion only, we can do a lot of damage. And we're responsible for that. Because natural law of generosity says that whatever you send out is going to come back to you 4 times as strong. So if it's good, then that's a wonderful thing. But if it's not good, then it's the opposite. So we're responsible. Answering racism with racism will never work. So you have to be really careful when you are feeling anger and you see things that are happening, and you have to be careful. You have to work that anger out somehow without words, because words can hurt for a lifetime. So it's good to go into nature and take a fast run, or go find a swimming pool and do a lot of fast swimming, or go chop some wood for somebody who needs it. Because there's people who still live in places where there's no plumbing. So go to some old person's place and haul some water for them and work out that anger by doing something constructive. And while you're doing that, think about the incident. Think it through, because you have to use your brain. Because reality begins within. You have to use your brain. You cannot just use your emotion, because emotion, when you don't know what you're doing, it will get you in trouble. The only way you'll know what you're doing is if you use your brain. So you got to work out that emotion so you can use your brain. To read more about Lakota Star Knowledge Spirituality, you can read my book called Wichocha Otechike. You can see the book cover on the right side of this screen. This book contains the information to what I talk about on my Lakota Spirituality videos. To purchase this book, please click below where it says Show More. Clicking on that link will open up the description below, and there you will see a link called To Purchase My Books. As you will see, it's an eBay link. Click on that eBay link, and there you will see the information to get this book. Lila Pila Mayelo. Thank you very much.